the teasers dropped. The timeline went completely silent.
Like pin drop silent.
Literally. In an instant, the entire K-pop world was turned upside down. When aespa poured their latest glass of lemonade, they didn't just quench a thirst, they started an absolute fandom war. Welcome to Starscope K Report.
Oh, it is getting so messy out there today.
Join Eric and Minji as they ride the Hallyu wave, uncovering the biggest K-pop comebacks, shocking industry controversies, and major K-drama updates. From internet-breaking rumors to historic chart milestones, we dive deep into the world of Korean entertainment.
And today's deep dive is, it's a big one.
It is massive. Today, we are unpacking aespa's highly anticipated second full-length album, Lemonade. We're going to break down their mind-bending lore and explain exactly why this super polarizing comeback has rival fandoms just, like, completely furious.
They're seeing red. It's wild.
Right. So to understand how we got to this unprecedented war, we have to look at May 29, 2026.
The day reality cracked.
Exactly. That's the day they dropped Lemonade. 11 tracks of just pure chaos. But the shockwave actually started building before the album was even out, with their pre-release track, WDA.
Which, stands for a whole different animal.
Yeah.
And honestly, it really was a whole different animal entirely because of the feature they managed to pull off.
I still can't believe they got G-Dragon, like K-pop royalty on the track.
It is an unimaginable flex. I mean, you're talking about a second-generation legend validating ultimate fourth-generation titans. It bridges totally different eras of the Hallyu wave.
Totally.
I was reading this breakdown from Hanteo News, and Karina actually revealed that WDA was designed with a feature in mind from the very second they heard the demo.
So it wasn't just like an afterthought to get more streams?
No, not at all. They didn't just slap his verse on at the end. They heard the track and instantly thought of him. And the crazy part, he agreed the moment he heard the demo.
Wow.
Yeah, Karina said his style completely transformed the track, making it, quote, even cooler.
Which is saying something because their bass line is already so cool.
Mm-hmm.
But we really can't talk about Lemonade without diving into the cinematic lore, because SM Entertainment doesn't just drop music, they build literal universes.
Oh, the world building is practically architectural. If you really want to grasp the sheer scale of it, you have to watch the Noit YouTube documentary.
I saw that it breaks down everything so well.
Right. Like, season 1 was pure world building. We got KWANGYA, the digital realm, the 8 avatars, the fights with the Black Mamba.
High concept sci-fi stuff.
Exactly. Then the spicy era hit, and they stepped out into the real world to just, establish their human identities.
They got to just have fun for a second.
Yeah, but then season 2, Armageddon, happens, and the universe suddenly expands into a multiverse. It became huge. And now, Lemonade officially marks season 3.
And I'm just obsessed with how they bake that lore directly into the physical album sales.
It is a masterclass in conceptual storytelling. If you buy the physical album, the 4 versions are named P.O.S, Acid, Mutant, and Lemonade.
Which, for any new MYs listening, P.O.S stands for Port of Soul, the portal between the real world and Quickhine.
Exactly. And when you line those 4 versions up, it translates to a literal scientific process. Ingredient, reaction, transformation, and result.
It's so smart.
Right. You start with the portal, introduce an acidic reaction, it mutates, and boom, you get lemonade. And the music video brings this all to life so well.
The video is a visual trip. You have this literal lemon bug that just rolls into a parallel world.
Yes.
And its mere presence causes a massive crack in reality. The members are like moving through this world that is glitching and falling apart, only to calmly end up at a vintage bar serving lemonade while the universe burns.
It's such a vibe.
It is, but wait, I need to push back on this for a second.
Okay, hit me.
Because I hear the lore breakdown, but aren't they just sort of leaning into this iron taste, metallic concept as a crutch now?
What do you mean?
Well, think about it like a superhero movie. They fought the big bad, they saved the world. If they are just casually hanging out in a bar while the world crumbles, aren't they just playing in the rubble?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Like a luxury sports car brand that made its name on sleek aerodynamics, suddenly releasing a rugged off-road vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you still have the premium engine, their vocals, but the chassis is built for a messy ride. Have they run out of creative places to go?
See, I love that you brought that up because that is the exact debate tearing the timeline apart right now. But Karina actually countered that analogy perfectly in a Crunchyroll news interview.
Oh, what did she say?
She explicitly stated that Lemonade retains their sleek metallic sound, so the premium engine is there, but it intentionally adds a, quote, Sharp, sour twist.
Ah, the off-road chassis.
Precisely. It's not just playing in the rubble because they're out of ideas. It's about taking that chaos and actively turning it into something joyful. It perfectly sets up their upcoming world tour, SYM, Complexity.
Which is such a good name, by the way.
Right. It's not the end of the narrative. It's a new kind of chaos they're controlling now.
Well, that's not even the wildest part of this comeback. Wait until you hear the fan reactions that literally split the internet right down the middle.
Oh, it was overnight. Because that exact sour twist Karina mentioned, that's what triggered the chaos.
Yeah, musically, Lemonade is incredibly polarizing. A review on the bias list pointed out that aespa is essentially pioneering this high BPM electronic sort of talky style in K-pop right now.
Like we saw with Supernova and Whiplash.
Exactly. And Lemonade just doubles down on it. It's built on this heavy club beat, anchored by the spoken catchphrase, "I'll make it lemonade, I got no ETA."
And that sing talk style has the community completely fractured. If you're a longtime NUI, you're probably listening and thinking, well, where are Winter's high notes?
Right, where are Ningning's insane vocal runs?
The emotion on the forums is so raw. In the comments of that bias list review, users like Dimchi and AllY4IceB and WhispyU RCS4IDYE are just raging.
What are they saying?
They called it an inferior Whiplash copy. They're complaining about the sing-talking, basically claiming the group is wasting their insane vocal potential on annoying brag tracks.
Which, I mean, I get the frustration if you fell in love with their ballads. aespa has incredible vocalists. Winter and Ningning can belt, and Karina and Giselle are super versatile.
Yeah, when you have a premium engine, fans want to hear it rev. But then you have diehard defenders like Rocco Zaw calling it the best album of the year.
That's a bold claim.
But they make a good point. You can't just judge the era by the title track. The B-sides are where the real experimentation is happening.
Well, the B-sides are insane on this record.
Totally. Camouflage is being hailed as a 10 out of 10 hyperpop masterpiece. And Switchblade featuring Ty Dolla $ign, that track is blowing people's minds. It proves they're exploring entirely new genres.
Honestly, speaking of the brag track accusation, I have to step in and defend the lyrics here.
Please do.
A lot of people are missing the subtext. A fan named Whitney pointed out that "I'll make it lemonade" isn't an empty flex. It's based on the classic idiom about when life gives you lemons.
Turning negative into positive.
Exactly. And the lyric, "I take my karma straight," that means facing consequences head on without a chaser. You aren't running from the backlash.
Oh, I love that interpretation.
Yeah. Making it lemonade is about taking all that internet hate and transforming it into a massive win.
It's so meta. They wrote a track about dealing with intense criticism, which is getting intense criticism, which they are then turning into literal lemonade by topping the charts.
It's brilliant. And later in this deep dive, we'll talk about the historic chart milestone that set the global K-pop world ablaze and had rival fandoms seeing absolute red.
Yes. But hey, if you love staying updated on your favorites and deep diving into the lore, make sure you're subscribed to Starscope K Report because we've got even bigger scoops ahead.
You definitely want to stick around because the stats on this comeback are unreal. On July 11, 2026, aespa took their second win for Lemonade on NBC's show, Music Core, with 7,086 points.
A huge score.
But the catch, they weren't even in the building.
Ooh, the classic music show ghosting.
It's the ultimate flex.
It really is. It always leads to such a hilarious dynamic on stage. A Reddit thread on aespa was talking about the encore stage.
Oh, I saw the fan cams of this.
So good. Active artists like Baby Monster, H2H, and GIDLE were just left on stage dancing to Lemonade to celebrate the win for them.
It is so awkward when the winner isn't there.
But user feeling permit 6998 pointed out how you could physically see the difference in seniority in how they danced.
Oh yeah, the rookies were terrified.
Right. Baby Monster looked so stiff and careful, just clapping. Meanwhile, the veterans like GIDLE were just fully vibing and treating it like a club.
That is amazing. But while the encore was fun, the real scandal, the trigger for the massive fandom wars, all comes down to the global K-chart.
Yes, this is the big one.
According to the Seoul Economic Daily, Melon, QQ Music, and Line Music launched a joint chart spanning Korea, China, and Japan.
Which is huge because those three markets have wildly different consumer habits. To dominate one is hard. To dominate all three is nearly impossible.
Unless you are aespa.
Exactly. The sheer dominance was staggering. They debuted at number 1.
Beating out some massive names.
Oh, they beat BTS at number 2 and ILIT at number 3.
And this is why other fandoms are completely furious. A track that critics called divisive and talk-heavy didn't just win music shows.
No, it took over everything.
It dominated the three biggest K-pop markets simultaneously. It secured a third top 10 entry on the Billboard 200 and even hit the UK official singles chart. aespa took the internet's bitter lemons and turned them into absolute global domination.
The general public is absolutely eating it up. Oh, and hit that subscribe button so you never miss a KT update.
Seriously, the numbers don't lie. But before we wrap up, I want to leave you with a larger industry question to mull over.
Let's hear it.
With aespa achieving this massive success, using an unconventional talk rap sound, does this mean the traditional melodic K-pop chorus is officially dead? Or, as we move into the sixth generation, will the pendulum swing back to classic vocals?
I mean, every major trend creates a counter movement, right?
Exactly. I guess we'll just have to wait and see who breaks the mold next. You've been listening to Starscope K-Report, where Eric and Minji bring you the stories shaping K-pop, K-dramas, and the global Hallyu wave. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that keep the stars shining.